Well, hi everybody. Good morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here on this Monday morning, the final Monday of September. We are just 2 days away from the beginning of October, but it's not going to feel like it. It's going to feel like early in September with the warm weather on the way. Partly to mostly sunny skies for much of the area today. Breezy winds out of the south-southeast. Winds may gust 20 to 25 miles per hour. We might see some stronger winds right in here in the Sandhills. I think that's where the strongest winds will be today. Moving into tonight, thickening clouds. We already get those clouds. We'll back up just a little bit. So this is this afternoon. Look at the increasing clouds over eastern Nebraska. They'll continue to thicken up overnight tonight over the eastern half of the area. So some places will be mostly cloudy, whereas it'll stay mostly clear to the west. Heading into tomorrow, some of those thicker clouds in the morning will give way to more sun as the day goes on. Once again, breezy south-southeast winds. Warm, not as warm tomorrow as compared to today. You'll see that in just a bit here. And then tomorrow night, looking to the west for some late night sprinkles or light rain showers. Not much to write home about, just some very light rain. It won't amount to much more than a few hundredths, maybe a tenth of an inch of rain. So I'm not expecting much rain out of that, to be honest with you. We've got chances that'll get a little better this weekend and better yet into next week. Temperatures out there today. We are going to heat up into the 80s, nearing 90 in some spots. Warmest in the northeast, coolest in the southwest. Kind of opposite of what we're kind of used to a lot of times. Let's take a closer look around the area. It may get up to 90 degrees in Spencer, there in Boyd County. 86 in Springview, 84 from Mulligan. A little more wind here. That's where the strongest winds will be. 84 Broken Bow, 86 in Taylor, 81 Hyannis and Arthur. Southwest areas low to mid 80s. Mid 80s around Kearney and Minden, Franklin at 86 degrees. 83 in Ogallala, 84 in North Platte and Gothenburg, 85 in Trenton and McCook. Mid to upper 80s in southeastern areas, maybe as warm as 89 in St. Paul, 88 Grand Island, Central City, Aurora, York, Fairbury, 87 Beatrice, Washington, Kansas, Belleville, Kansas, 88 in Plattsmouth and Syracuse, and then upper 80s and lower 90s in northeast Nebraska. 91 later today around Hardington and Verdigris. So this is where the warmest weather is going to be today, is kind of right in here. Looking at tonight, a mild night here. Typical lows this time of the year are down in the 40s. We're going to be in the 50s and lower 60s for lows. Looking ahead to tomorrow, not as warm as today, but still low to mid 80s. Average high this time of the year is in the low to mid 70s. So we're going to be about 10 degrees above average in most locations. Tomorrow night into Wednesday morning, mid to upper 50s and lower 60s. And Wednesday still fairly warm, upper 70s and low to mid 80s for most here. We'll actually warm up at the end of the week here. So Wednesday night to Thursday morning, another mild night in the 50s and low 60s. And then again, warming up on Thursday, mid to upper 80s and maybe some near 90. And it could actually be a few degrees warmer on Friday. In fact, Friday, I think for many of us, will be the warmest day this week. Let's take a look at that extended outlook here. It's going to be quite warm all the way through this week. Maybe some changes coming in this weekend. A lot of it will depend on timing of precipitation as we do bring back rain chances. Maybe as early as Friday night. Better chance, barely, is late Saturday and Saturday night, and then maybe still a slight chance on Sunday. The reason I'm just going small chances right now is because there are some timing issues with the long-range forecast models, and I don't know exactly when the best chances will be. So for now, keeping the small chances. Temperatures may trend downward, especially if we get better chances of rain. It does look like better chances of rain and cooler temperatures will be on the way heading into early next week. You can see that there. Those highs, though, by that point in October, close to average, actually. By the time we get to about the 7th and 8th of October, our average high is going to be close to 70. So not far off from average for this time of the year. Let's look at North Platte. Again, one of the bigger differences, I did throw in a small chance of rain early Wednesday morning right here. With that little disturbance coming through here, and then chances as we head towards Friday night into Saturday. But again, timing issues right now with the long-range forecast models make it a little bit uncertain. Excuse me, sorry for the yawn there. Shouldn't happen, but that's what happens when you stay up and watch late night Sunday night football right here on Local 4. Looking at that long range, you can see how we're going to be cooling down as we get into the weekend and especially early next week. So those temperatures will be down near and maybe even slightly below average there. That said, the long-range forecast models and the Climate Prediction Center are still keeping us in that likely to be above average range from the 6th to the 12th of October here. That basically takes us through most of next week. So it does look like we'll trend back towards a little bit warmer later in the week here. And near to above average precipitation, we do have some chances down the road here to keep an eye on. In fact, I'll show you some of those chances here. Now, again, there's some uncertainty with the timing. So first off, again, western Nebraska tonight, way out west. Tomorrow night, late night into Wednesday morning is a slightly better chance, which is why I included North Platte in that chance there. But really, I think we're waiting until at least Friday night, if not Saturday, for another chance of rain. There it is there. And maybe more chances into Sunday. But again, there are a lot of questions. Might get cool enough for some snow out west in the Rockies. And again, more often on chances into next week. So that's going to keep temperatures down as those rain chances kind of build in here. But the biggest question will be the timing of those chances right now. There's a lot of uncertainty. We've got several more days to figure all that out. There is tonight out west. Small chance there. Small chance Wednesday morning. I included the North Platte area. I did not include the Tri-Cities right now. Excuse me. Ugh, sorry about that. And then as we jump ahead to the weekend, again, we've got some small chances, maybe a better chance that we'll see. It's just there's a lot of question marks right now for the weekend, but hoping to keep those chances around into the early part of next week here. So, but it does look like we will be cooling down as we get towards that time frame. So again, we've got very warm weather the next several days to come, the warmest of which will come on Thursday and Friday. Then here comes that slight cool down for the weekend. Possibly a bigger cool down into early next week. And then as we take a look at the GFS model and see the differences and similarities, again, warm most of this week. I think the warmest weather will be on Thursday and Friday. Here comes the weekend cool down with that moisture chance returning. And then next week, probably still on the cooler side, but it may start to warm up by the middle and end of next week. Once again, we could be on our way back to some warmer temperatures returning once again. Well, everybody, I want to thank you all for watching on this Monday morning. I will be back with you on Tuesday for all of the latest. That'll be it for me this week. Luke will be filling in for me on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'll be taking a little time off during this quiet stretch of weather ahead of us here, just for personal time. So I appreciate you all watching, and I will be back with you on Tuesday with all the latest. Take care, and God bless. Bye.